let's talk about AI and your job. It's a topic that's just full of noise, isn't it? Hype, anxiety, and for a lot of us, some real fear. So, for the next few minutes, we're going to cut through all of that, look at what the data actually says, and figure out what this huge shift really means for your career. And look, if you're feeling anxious about this, you are not alone. That feeling is completely valid. This quote from the Brookings Institution pretty much says it all. Most people are bracing for a negative impact. When a technology this big comes along, it's totally natural to ask, is my job safe? That feeling right there, that's often the first mental hurdle that can keep us from thinking clearly about what to do next. But here's where the story takes a really important turn. A huge study from Cisco suggests we might be focusing on the wrong thing. It's not about mass elimination, it's about profound transformation. This number, 92%, means the vast majority of jobs aren't just going to disappear. Instead, the actual tasks we do, the tools we use, the skills that matter, all of it is being rewritten. Our roles are evolving, not being erased. And that leads us right into our first big idea, the great skills shift. Because if our jobs are transforming, that means the very skills that make us valuable are changing too. Right now, AI is completely rewriting the rulebook for what it means to be an in-demand professional. And this isn't some slow, gradual change we can deal with later. It's happening at lightning speed. According to PwC, the skills you need for a job with high AI exposure are now changing 66% faster than for other jobs. To put that in perspective, that pace has more than doubled in just the last year. So the ground isn't just shifting, it's shifting faster every single day. So what does this shift actually look like? Well, it's becoming pretty clear. On one side, you see the rise of skills like AI ethics and just general AI literacy. And check out prompt engineering. That's basically the art of talking to AI to get what you want. These skills are all about guiding and working with AI. On the other side, the skills becoming less relevant for us humans are the repetitive, predictable tasks. You know, the exact stuff that AI is really good at. All right, so which jobs are really on the front lines of all this change? Let's drill down a bit and see which roles and sectors are feeling the biggest impact right now. So, analysis from places like Brookings points to a few key areas. We're talking about office and admin support, legal services, even roles in finance and media. The really interesting thing here is that these aren't the factory jobs of the past industrial revolution. These are white-collar, knowledge-based jobs. For someone like a paralegal or a content writer, AI can now handle tasks like document review or drafting basic copy that used to be a huge part of the job. Now, this chart shows something really critical from that same data. This AI wave isn't hitting everyone equally. Because of the kinds of jobs people have historically held, women are actually way more likely to be in roles with high exposure to AI-driven change. We're talking 36% of female workers compared to just 25% of men. It's a powerful reminder that this isn't just a tech story. It's a human story with real social and economic implications. Okay, so hearing about all this disruption, it can be unsettling. I get it. But disruption is also one of the most powerful engines for opportunity. This is where we have to shift our mindset from playing defense to playing offense, from seeing a threat to spotting a brand new path forward. So what's the real incentive to make this shift? Well, just follow the money. PwC's data is pretty stunning here. Workers with specialized AI skills are seeing a wage premium of up to 56%. That is not a small bump. That is a massive, flashing sign from the market telling us exactly where the value is going. And this isn't just about making more money in your current job. The sheer scale of new job creation is kind of mind-boggling. The World Economic Forum is projecting that AI will create 97 million entirely new types of jobs. So for every task that's being automated, this whole new world of opportunity is opening up to manage, direct, and innovate with this technology. And, you know, maybe the best part is that you don't necessarily need a PhD in computer science to walk through these new doors. Roles like AI prompt engineer, AI ethics officer, or chatbot trainer are popping up everywhere, and they value skills from all sorts of backgrounds, like writing, critical thinking, customer service, and policy. These are real, accessible entry points for people who want to be a part of this new economy. So this all brings us to the most important question, right? What do you do about all this? Let's get into our final section and break down a simple, practical, three-step plan to not just get by, but to actually thrive. Okay, so how can you prepare? The biggest thing that stops us isn't a lack of information. It's that feeling of being completely overwhelmed by it all. That leads to overthinking, which leads to, well, doing nothing. The good news is, this isn't about becoming a machine learning expert overnight. It's about making a few smart strategic moves to connect your unique skills to this new reality. Here is your action plan. It's just 3 steps. First, build your AI literacy. That just means getting your hands on the tools and understanding how to use them effectively. Second, double down on the skills that are uniquely human. Your creativity, your critical thinking, your strategic planning. These are your superpowers, precisely because they can't be automated. And third, just embrace continuous learning. Some studies say 40% of us will need to rescale in the next couple of years. The absolute best time to start is right now. To help you cut through that feeling of being overwhelmed, here is one small, practical thing you can do today. Just spend 15 minutes asking an AI tool like ChatGPT or Gemini to help you with one small task from your job. The goal isn't to become an expert in 15 minutes. It's just to start, to build a little familiarity. Because the future isn't about you versus AI, it's about you with AI. And the only question left is, are you ready to lead that partnership?